everyone, it's Julia. I'm dug out all my felts and my fibers, and I'm just gonna do some creating this week. I love this kind of stuff. It's just so much fun to just put things together and layer things. I want to add a couple of my little brooches to my Etsy shop. This one's not done. I just have the shapes cut out right now. I love the size of it. This is a die cut. I'll link it down below if it's still available with the numbers and everything. But so anyway, I use the die cut for that. I'll cut out another one just so you have an idea of how I do that. And then I do a lot of felting with this with a little punch. And then I also have an embellisher sewing. Kind of looks like a sewing machine. It's not. It just has the needles that go up and down. I'll probably add some of that and then stick some fiber in it, and I just kind of dress them up. So that's what I'm going to do today, and we'll see how it goes. And yeah, this is just a lot of fun for me. It's just things I've collected. People have given me things, and it just kind of goes in a tote, and then I haul it out once or twice a year because it kind of takes over my space, but it's a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoy this. Let's get started. I'm cutting some of my felt and layering it on top of this Bigz die. The smaller floral pattern, I'm only doing one layer, but that lighter pink, I'll do two layers, which is the larger bottom part of it. And then there's a center and a leaf, and I'm just running it through my Big Shot. You can cut up to, I would say, 3 layers at a time with this heavier felt. And then I'm just layering these on. And I'm just going to tuck those leaves behind it. And then it's on to some of my felting notions or felting items. I have this brush that's been well used and a couple different needles, and I'm just going to lay it on that brush. Just get the layers the way I want them. Now these leaves, I decided just to add a little bit of fiber to them, so I'm just pulling that fiber apart, laying it on top of the leaves, and this just gives another layer to them basically. And then just going to punch that in with that needle. This needle has, I believe, 3 different needles, and I'm going to switch to another one that I have that I really like. It goes a little bit faster. This one is great for details, whereas this other one has, I believe, 6 or 7 needles, and it punches faster. I use them both. Like I said, one of them is more for details, and the other one you can go over the surface a little bit faster. Again, adding some more fiber to this layer, just pulling that apart. I'm going to say that this is not wool. Maybe some of this fiber has some wool in it. I know the felt isn't wool. So it doesn't, as long as it has I don't know, a fuzzy texture to them, I find that it works well for this. And again, just punching the layers now together. I thought I would add some of this more of a stringy green, but I didn't. I eliminated that, and I'm just kind of playing around with it. I'm going to flip this over. And then just get some of those leaves a little bit more secure from the back side. It's over to my embellishing machine now. This is a baby lock. That whole front panel fell off and I wasn't able to glue it back on. It just wouldn't stay. But this machine, it only does this. It has 7 needles that go up and down. It does not have a bobbin. You don't use thread. This is it. I purchased it many years ago. I'd say 25 years ago at a sewing expo. And like I said, I just take my stuff out a couple times a year and just you know, just create a bunch of these little fiber creations. And I love it. That little machine, but it's nothing you need. You can just use this brush with a needle. While I was doing those flowers, I was gathering some things that I thought would work well for a little cuff or bracelet. So that's what I'm doing here, just adding some fiber to the top of this piece of felt, this kind of a rust-colored felt. And then I have this is a wool blend, that red checkered. Just a little piece of it I had, and I thought this is going to be kind of neat. I'm just going to add layers again. I also had a felt flower from somewhere else, for another project that was just in my fiber stash, my felt stash. So I stuck that on there. This turned out really cute. I'll have some pictures at the end so you can see how it turned out. I have really nothing in mind when I'm doing this. I'm just, laying things on and deciding no. And I thought I wanted that, but then I changed my mind. You'll see what else I do there. I went with this darker navy piece. And then I have this cuff from a denim jacket, and I'm going to cut off the buttonholes there. I'm going to use the original button that's on there, and I'm just going to slip it's like an elastic from a ponytail elastic. I have so many different colors. I'm choosing which color I want. I just decided on going with the black one. So I'm going to stick that inside of this cuff, and I'm going to zigzag that on. That'll be my next step here before I continue with this. And I'm back to this again. I'm just laying this on here. Decided to fold that over the top of that piece of navy fiber, and I'm going to punch that. Frizzing out the ends and punching the ends into that bottom felt. I'm just laying it on there, just see how it's going to fit. I'm back to my embellishing machine, and I'm just going to run through this area, just really punching that fiber into the felt. That's what it's starting to look like. I hopped over to my regular sewing machine now, and I have that multicolored thread on, and I'm just doing a meander stitch with free motion. I wanted to add, just for stability, of course, and it's going to attach that felt piece to the denim cuff, and it's going to add another interesting layer to it. I like this multicolored thread, just adds a little pop to it. And I'm doing that meander stitching on both of the ends. I'm not going to go over that checkered. It's just going to get too thick if I go over that checkered wool blend piece. But I am going to do it on both ends of this felt. I made a mistake here. I have white in the bobbin, and I should have added just a navy blue or black. But you're not going to see that when it's on your wrist. To cover up my stitching on that end where I put the elastic, I just added a little more fiber, and I went over that with free motion stitching. I'm digging in my beads to try to find a bead for the center And I think I'm going to go with that one. It brings in some of the navy blue and it's just really pretty on there. And I'm just going to hand stitch that in. There's going to be some hand stitching on this as well. I'm going to add a bead to the middle. I haven't decided exactly which one yet, but just something in the middle. I will be putting a pin back on this and then doing some hand stitching on the back too, just to make sure everything is secured. But I think it's really sweet. I can see it on like a lapel, like a winter coat, or maybe even like on a bag just for the season. I do like that. I hope you enjoy this, everybody. I'm going to do a few more and I'll show you some pictures at the end. Have a great week. Bye for now.